Good morning. No, still afternoon. Well, welcome back to Alma, Missouri. This is Hobby Corner. We've got some horses that we need to ride before the month is over. So yeah, let's get to it. You know, we are working on plowing up the new cornfield. We need to wait for that to get done before we continue on to the month of October. We did plant one of the two sorghum fields over to wheat off stream. It just took like 5 minutes. But yeah. Should probably wash the combine too. Oh. Rabbit trail. Let's check on the because I'm going to have to pull these out. That one's full. And that one's half full. So yeah, we'll come and get those. And take them over to the dairy. Because I believe the dairy's out as well. Because we didn't do that at the start of the month. So yeah, let's get on to the horses. And let's work on the dairy production. Come on. Come on. Let me write. There we go. Had to make them stop so I can get the saddle put on. Let's go for a nice leisurely ride this morning. All right. The horses are doing good now. I think it's time that they get some good feed, so we better get a bale over for them because it's been a while since I've given them a hay bale. And we need to get some oats over there as well. So let's go get that done. And we're going to get them some oats as well because they're getting pretty low on food. I know they don't eat much, but like I said, it's been a little while since we've given them anything to eat. I think that was our first month here, actually, where I saw we had horses and we had to get the oats, and then we got the oats and I gave them the food, and yeah, I don't think we've given them any since then. So let's get this taken care of. We haven't neglected them. We've been watching their food intake, so oats. Go ahead and start that. And we'll fill this trailer all the way up to see how much their pin takes. I mean, it's only 30,000 liters that we can give, 38,600. Ooh, the little John Deere is not happy. But it's the little John Deere that could. Okay, so it took about 25,000 liters. It's not too shabby. Now, I want to check to see how much hay we can bring over for them. And the easiest way is to come to our trigger here, I think. So they got no hay. They're up to the food, so they got 30,000 liters of food. All right, let's grab a two or four bales. We'll start off with 2. Take a look to see what that does. It's a good thing we didn't get rid of all of our hay. Next month, though, in October, we're going to have grab 4. Yeah, next month we'll have a big old stockpile of hay. I intend on doing what I did for that grass harvest back in July, where I harvested pretty much everything on our farm. So we'll do the same thing. That'll get us... Well, we had, it was like 160 some bales of grass. The hay is going to dry out, so it's going to be a little bit different. So we'll get between 150 and 200 bales of grass, or hay. And that should take... I know I brought hay over one time. And I brought it over in bale form. Is it because their food's full? See, and that's what I don't understand. Base food 57%, hay 38%, root crops. So we should be able to get, fill all of them up for them to eat. We shouldn't have a... Well, I think the total capacity, that's why. So yeah, because the total capacity is full, it won't take any of the others. Okay. Well, we'll just leave them there. It's fine by me. I forgot about that total capacity, which to me doesn't make sense, but I should have gave them a bell right from the start, and we'll get these shoved over. Go back in. There we go. And we'll just leave those 2 bales there, and as they eat their oats, they'll start getting hay as well. So, they'll be good. Alright, worker C is still in the John Deere, doing the John Deere thing. And it looks like the headlands are being worked on right now. We'll check the map out here in a minute. Check the map, see where they're at. Okay, so they are working the headlands. We were looking off in this direction, I believe. There's a little spot there that we could re-hit. We'll just let them do their thing for a few minutes and we'll come back in the month of October. Well, good morning. It's a little earlier than normal. My normal wake-up time is always this. However, I realized I was out of bacon and eggs. So, yeah. Yeah, I guess we just will get started. We'll go into town, we'll grab breakfast. But when we do this, we're actually going to take our dairies up because, oh, yeah, you know, we forgot to do that yesterday. So we got 17,000 liters of milk. Let's see how much the dairy has currently. The grain mill, we did buy that, so we're going to try to take all of our wheat up there as much as we can. Yeah, they got 410 liters of milk. They're out of goat milk. But I think if we do an every other month production, especially on the goat milk, I think they'll go through the goat milk just fine. It's the fact that my wool production takes up most of the spawn point for this. So okay, let's go ahead and unload this, and we're gonna restack it because everything is full. There we go. And we got a pile of TMR there that we need to slowly get taken into the cattle. Oh, it's a little dark out. Let's turn our lights on. Alright, let's go into town. Alright, let's take a look to see when the best month is to sell our butter. Oh, we can sell it now. Okay. And then we've got some cheese. We'll go ahead and get that collected and sold. And the same with the bottled goat milk. We'll get that collected and sold as well. We'll take all those to the supermarket, it looks like. Supermarket, cheese, supermarket. Yep, 1934. We can send it to Marshall, but... And then the butter... Yep, 1204. Yep, supermarket will get it all. It's almost at the top price of $12.26. That's a ballpark figure. So let's what we're gonna do, because I don't want to. We'll set this up. Well, we're kind of blocked here. Let's redo this. We'll spin a lap here. We'll go ahead and unload all of our wool. We need to figure out where that's going to go. But let's get all of our dairy products taken out and sold. And I know we're going to have quite a bit. think I need to reconfigure the trailer so that we can hold a little bit more. I know we got more in there than that. There we go. That looks like it's going to be it. Let's check the dairy production out. Just to make sure. Outgoing products, it shows that we still got 4,000 liters of butter in there. There it is. Let's double check that. Yep, the 3 are still going. Good and strong and fast, and we got plenty of milk. They'll yeah. Alright. I want to check on something while I'm here. Okay, so we got milk, which we can make butter out of, and that's kind of a given. If we go up to our production here for the milk, we can make a standard butter, standard cheese, chocolate. We don't have any sugar, so we're not worried about that. And then we can bottle the milk. What is bottled milk? I think we have to go down to LMNOP. Milk bottled 624, and milk itself is 640, and it doubles. So it was a 10 to 20 production. Well, that's buffalo milk. Yeah, 10 to 20 production. So we do double using our output. You know what? Let's just go ahead and activate it and see what happens. Let's see if we keep up on the milk. You know? And then let's find the supermarket. Not exactly sure where that's at. Milk bottled supermarket tag. And it's right across the street right there. Okay. Alright. Let's get this taken care of, and then we'll get the wool taken over. Then we'll stop at the Central Cafe, get some breakfast. And then we'll get the rest of the day started. We got a lot going on today. Let's see what we can get this sold for. 17, 25, 6. The 1958 environmental bonus. 25, 35, 45. About $50,000. That ain't bad. Let's go to our finances. The month of October, 49,226. I'll take that all day long. That was, and the last time we did a big sale of stuff was 102,000, and I think we sold some wool in that month. Speaking of wool, yeah, we're at the bottom. We can hold on to that. We'll load that back up and take it home. We'll wait until April. I'd rather sell it at the top of the market. All right. Oh, let's get the wool first before we go get breakfast. We'll talk to all the guys as well. Get some good strong coffee. I did get a nice cup at home, but you know, you can never drink too much coffee. All right. Let's go back to the cafe and get some breakfast. We'll see when we're all done. Smells good. Whatever they're cooking. Well, we know what they're cooking. All right. We'll see you when we get back. Well, that was a good breakfast. The guys in there just wanted to jabber away way too much. We'll have to come back on the weekend when we're not so busy. But I told them we had fields to harvest, and they agreed, and they all got up with me. We could spend all day in there. Let's just put it that way. Yep. Alright, we got a cornfield. We got a couple of soybean fields. We got grass. We got things we can do around the farm. Let's get on home. Alright, I think we're gonna, just out of time's sake here, we're gonna unload these bales of wool over on this side. Right by the chickens, I think. Let's make sure we're unloading on the correct side. There we go, up near the fence. That way we're not having to transport those things all around, and we gotta wait until, what is it, like March or April to really get proper selling out of that. And what in the world we got going on here? We got more stuff. Okay, yeah, we can leave that one. We'll grab this pallet, move that out of the way. Alright, let's get the truck parked. Let's get the combine going. Let's get a worker in a vehicle. I don't know if it's going to be the combine or the mower. Be interesting to see if we can get all the way around the field. I doubt it. I mean, we're at 98% for the yield bonus. Probably just gonna turn some music on, see if we can find something good to listen to today for all of our harvesting stuff. We're gonna do a little something here while we're waiting. Yeah, I think that'll work for us as an additional, and we probably won't be able to get this put into a barn, but regardless, we can build something a little different. That's fine. Grief. That's right. We're gonna. Do I want to lease it though? Yeah, I think I do want to lease it because we got a lot of field work ahead of us. All right. let's run over there real quick. There it is. And if we can get in here, we're going to pick up our corn header. Oh my. Yeah, technically we don't fit. Technically. I wanted to make sure we could get this before we decided to continue on with the harvest, because I need to finish making the lap around for the AI worker. Alright, we made it. We squeezed through. We're just going to turn that off. We don't need to pay on leasing costs. I'm going to finish the lap and then let AI do their thing. Spill out there. And just because we're by the truck, we're going to get this dumped out. That way AI has a fresh hopper. And we don't have to come back as often. And they're going to do their own thing in here. We're just going to set them up to work. Start with up and down. Work the headlands off, automatic. Okay. Start. And that's right, we turn this thing off. And we're going to go over to our cornfield. And we needed to unfold that first. Okay. So we want to make sure straw swath is set up perfectly. And let's see how we get about on this. Yeah, we're going to have a ton of straw. Rattling some corn. And while this is automatic, when we get to the corner, we're going to check on something. Let's just see how long that pipe is. Yeah, that'll probably work better for the grain header. Okay, we are going to make it around the corner. It's not going to be an issue. Let's go. Oops, gosh darn it. Hit the wrong button. I wanted that one. Okay. We got the Prestige Super B. We got the Distinction Super B. They're both Load Kings. I don't mind the Wilsons, but, you know, the capacity is only 40,000. Yeah, we can go Lizard, but I don't like that style for grain trailers. Belly dumps is what we're looking for. We got the Load King there. We got the Load King here, Super B. 75.6, and the other one was 75.6, I believe, as well. 75.6, yep. Main color, it doesn't matter. We're leasing it for right now. And then when we get full, we're going to get our other semi going, bring that over here. So we got two different crops with two different trailers. All right. This is the reason why I want a chaser bin. Because driving in the field with semis, that's a no bueno. We're getting this off the field. We're going to come over here, get this off the field. Come on. Can you get up the hill? There you go. Now we're going to put the AI worker on here. Headlamps are already worked, up and downs. And we'll start the AI worker. I'm going to set this guy right here. Going to grab our other semi. And we got to get this set up in a weird way. All because the delivery people put that weird. And didn't see anything. Okay then. Oops, wrong pedal. Oh. Aha, there we go. Now we got it. Forgot about the, we can move the plate. I was like, there should be a, we should be able to hook up to it. There we go. And we'll get this guy unloaded. And while we're here, we're going to put it more in a respectable level. Yeah, we can't put it back that far. It's got to be, yeah, about right there, I think, would work. And then, okay, that's exactly what we wanted to see. Because our soybeans are now full. Like I said, reason for a chaser bin. And we're not going to drive on our crop. So I've got to deactivate these guys. Oops. It's a rental. Get this set up right here. Get this guy emptied so we can empty out the chaser. We'll probably get that corn guy semi-emptied out as well. Yep, we play a lot of this game. And I'm beginning to think that I didn't need to get such a big chaser bin. Where's my semi at? There it is. Yeah, I only needed something that would hold maybe 1,000 bushel. Because the rented John Deere 790 that harvester holds 700 bushels altogether, and yeah, we bounce between unloading one, unloading another, so we have to dump in between. Like they're at 55% full. We just got emptied of the soybeans. So yeah, saving up for the next harvest, which is going to be another tractor and 2 chaser bins. Because driving the semis in the field is not beneficial to how we need to do things. But yeah, this is actually working out pretty good. I would rather switch between chaser bins to just help things go along a little smoother, I think. So having 2 would work out pretty well for us, I would believe. Now if we can find the 790 all the way down yonder. So, yep, we're just going to have to wait. Are they blocked? Nope, they're turning. Okay, good. So yeah, we just unload, wait until they, and they're going to be set up to where we have to jump in there, back them up over the chaser bin, empty out. Well, as we're sitting here, yeah, we got $2,000 left in the bank account, so we're going to take a loan. We can take $2 million. Let's take a $200,000 repayable in 3 years. Yeah, that's fine. We just need to have that money so that we can continue paying our workers, paying our leasing costs, all that stuff. And, we've only got $500,000 in loans now. But with that, let's get this corn emptied out of the Super B. This is turning out to be a really nice trailer to have. I knew I should have bought it instead of the Wilson, but it's neither here nor there. We're getting the job done. This can just hold a little more, is all. But it's a darn good trailer. We're trying to get all of our harvesting done before the rain sets in. We've got the tedding all done, so at least we got something good going on there. And yep, front tank is unloading. We'll drive forward a little bit to get the back tank when that's done. But yeah, having 2 chaser bins would work out well, but we only have 2 tractors. Both of them were in use. The little John Deere that could is not going to pull it. So we need to work on buying ourselves a new tractor. That'll be for next year, though. And I don't know what we're going to buy. So, if you have any idea what we should buy in the comments, or buy, leave it in the comments, Yeah, this video will be dropping on Monday. This is the Monday's video. So, we won't buy anything until the new year. Let's just put it that way. So that'll give a little bit of time for everybody to watch the video. So yeah, if you got an idea what we should buy next for a tractor, we can maintain all John Deere. That's fine. We can do mix up all the different brands. I could care less. We could have this farm could be a mix match. Yeah, I'll leave it up to you. We'll go for a little bit of time before I make the decision on what we buy, if nobody leaves a comment. Get this unloaded into the Super B, and then our corn is done. Yep, since we got the combine here. Yep. I mean, it's got 1.9 hours on it. We're going to hit another hour of leasing cost. We just as well get our money's worth out of this thing if we're going to have it here. It's doing no purpose. We could have returned it. But I didn't see any reason to, and I want to see how fast we can get this done. Can we get it done in the next 20 minutes or so? We got the chaser bin up there by the RS90 or S7 790. S7-900. Let's get the numbering correct. But yeah, if we're gonna try to get this knocked out, let's just get it knocked out, you know. Rent another header, you know, $7,000. Everything that we've spent on leasing costs, we're going to definitely be paying off, you know, with the soybeans and with the what we're going to do with the corn. We're going to go ahead and get it dried. We'll get ourselves a dryer, or there's one on the map that we could use as well. We'll see what we can do. And we should make some good money from it. And that there itself, since we have a couple 100,000 bushels or liters of corn, that will allow us to buy the popcorn factory, which is one of the things that I wanted to buy anyway. So yeah, we're gonna be dumping some money over the winter months. But we'll get this harvest done, and then we got all the baling to do. We still need to go through all the peripheries and mow all of the grass. Yeah, this is going to be a long month. But we'll get it done. But we won't bore you with the baling or the mowing. Alright, well, we are all done with our harvesting for the year. It's kind of a cool shot from ground view. Yeah, we definitely got some equipment to buy in the forecast, you know. Some new pieces of gear. Maybe we get a second combine to help with all of this harvesting. Although we spent a lot in leasing costs this harvest. But we should be good to go. We've got all of this straw that will bale up off the not in this episode at least. Our S7 900 did an amazing job. The 8R, such a good tractor. This S790 harvester with the 24,000 liter capacity hopper. Yeah, that's a beast. But without it, I don't think we would have actually kept up. We would have been scrambling if we would have duplicated the S7 or went up to the X9. That X9 doesn't have the capacity. So I think we're going to be looking at options for trying to increase the capacity on our harvesters, because that just worked out really well. But anyway, I want to thank you all for joining me today. It's been a pleasure. Please hit that like button. Subscribe as well. Hit the little bell icon so that you don't miss any more episodes of the Alma, Missouri series or any of the live streams that we produce. Thank you all again. And until next time, we'll catch you later. Bye, everybody.